Welcome back to Saints franchise. We are 6-6. It is a very, very big part of the schedule. We've got the Vikings, Falcons, Panthers as our next three. Of course, week 17 to worry about as well. The NFC standings are insanely tight right now. In the NFC East alone, they have 3 teams with 8 wins. You imagine those 3 teams will make the playoffs. There are only 7 playoff spots to go around. Packers 10-3. They're in at this point. And then you have the Lions, Bears with 7 wins. Vikings with our same record. In the NFC West, really up for grabs still, but you think the Niners probably get in there. And Seattle and the Rams are close-ish to where we are. They're only a game back, right? And then the Cardinals are probably out. And then look at the South. Falcons 7-5. We're 6-6. And then the Panthers and Bucks are 5-7. These are big games coming up. We've got to beat the Vikings. We've got to just win every game we can, right? If we lose this game, despite it not even being a division game, we may be in serious trouble. And then the Falcons, I mean, that game's going to matter a lot, especially if we can win this week. So beat the team in front of you. And for us today, that is the Minnesota Vikings. Jonas Senker is going to be out with a hip pointer this week. Offense is fully healthy. We do have a couple of upgrades ahead of this Vikings game. But again, I cannot emphasize enough just how big this game is. How do I upgrade Carlos Wesley's injury? Guy gets injured every play. Get his pass protector up. Pass protector's just not very good across our entire offensive line, but we're so good at run blocking and we're a run first team. The problem just gets to be when we need to pass, are we able to? And the answer a lot has been no. There's a little bit of history between these two teams. Now, it didn't happen here in New Orleans, but the Minneapolis Miracle, as many Saints fans will unfortunately remember, I feel for Marcus Williams. If you remember the play, it's kind of a weird spot with these defenseless receiver rules nowadays. Like, if Marcus Williams just came in and annihilated Stephon Diggs, it's probably a penalty that extends the game. So he kind of tried to hold up, and then he got out of position. He wasn't able to make the tackle. Stephon Diggs wide open in the end zone. It was just really unfortunate timing. And now he is, I don't want to say the scapegoat because he screwed up, right? He made a mistake. He's the reason. But it's understandable. Now he's like the whole reason, the Saints haven't been back to the Super Bowl in X amount of years because of one play, when it's never one play. But I don't know. The Saints got a Super Bowl in Drew Brees. It wasn't that long ago. So tough to go out there and win the Super Bowl, especially when we're dealing with dynasties, it would appear. Get the same 4 or 5 teams in the Super Bowl every year, whether it's the Chiefs or the Niners or the Eagles. Lately, Patriots before that, obviously. Seattle had quite a run. And it's just kind of been a few of these teams rotating in and out of contention. So, how many teams do you have that just go on runs and get there? Like the Panthers went on a run, didn't win it, obviously, as Justin Jefferson makes the catch over the middle. And there are obviously instances of teams that you don't expect to win the Super Bowl that get to play in these games and potentially win them. Like that first Eagles team, I remember being a bit of a surprise as we did not cover that well at all. That's on me. But for the most part lately, as I'm sure you guys will agree, it has been some very familiar teams. Jefferson in motion. They're going play action, though. We're trying to get back, and we can't. It's Mike Williams. And we're just not defending the run well at all. All right. We are really struggling to stop this offense. You got to make a touchdown-saving tackle. And I think it was Ty Hamilton that wasn't able to do it. Jordan Mason with the Viking touchdown. We did not set the edge at all. Jordan Howden just got popped. But having a safety set the edge is not a particularly good idea. Missing Jonas Senker today. Maybe he does a better job. I don't know. But our defense, part of it is me individually needing to be in better position. That's a fact. Oh, we have a block there. We got a little bit of speed, and it's the speedster Deontay Boyd to the open field again. Touchdown. Another return touchdown for the rookie. Deontay Boyd, we drafted him for speed. Our secondary needed more speed. He's developing as a corner, but I'll tell you where he's not really developing is as a return man, because he's already great. Got to be one of the best in the league. He has so many return touchdowns this year. I think that might be the third or the fourth punt or kick return touchdown. Maybe the third. Jonathan Adams, another player we drafted just for speed at running back at Rutgers, has one as well. Hasn't been the player Deontay Boyd has been for so far, but he also hasn't had the number of opportunities. But Boyd to tie it instantly after the long Minnesota drive. What a way to bounce back, and hopefully our defense can carry over some of that momentum and get a stop here from the Vikings. Big hit, going heavy, going jumbo, and not getting it. 3rd and inches. I'm getting to be extremely aware of QB sneak potentially here. And that's what it is, and they get it. McCarthy by a nose. 3rd and 4. Got Antonio Johnson in. McCarthy's going to take off, and Johnson dives at his legs, but McCarthy again barely gets the first down, but moves the chains for Minnesota. Screen, double pass, chaos from the Vikings offense. Kevin O'Connell getting creative here on this second drive. 3rd and 15. Good defense, force a check down. McCarthy going to look to run. We just got to be able to wrap up in space. That's what we do. 4th and 4. I honestly think Minnesota could go for it here. From midfield, 4 yards. But they opt to go for the punt instead. And it's a touchback. So not that great of a result for them. They do get 29 yards of field position. But doesn't feel like all that much when you could have potentially got 4 yards and just kept the ball. Offense takes the field for the first time. A lot of stars on this defense. Jonathan Allen, Dalvin Tomlinson on the inside. Of course, no star for Tomlinson. Andrew Van Ginkel, Jonathan Grenard off the edge. Is that Ivan Pace with superstar dev as well? Number 0. 2nd and 3. Tried to change direction there with Bashal Tootin. Felt like the linebacker was going to hit the hole there, but he really didn't. I want to take another look at this. I know I use a lot of replay mode, but it's warranted sometimes. Yeah, so Eric McCoy didn't block anybody, and he wasn't going to. So I'm like, Blake Cashman's going to make this play. So let's cut it back. But we couldn't get around Eric McCoy. Even though it looked like we made a cut where we should have been able to. He kind of just ran into him after. Good animation. 3rd and 2. Throwing underneath. Making the catch is Elijah Moore. I thought we'd have a bigger opportunity for a run after catch there. And maybe slightly too conservative. I got a comment the other day, someone complaining about my play calling. I thought it was pretty common knowledge. I let the CPU call plays. I do coach suggestions for the sake of the series. Almost like 99% of the time. But it's just another thing to complain about, I guess, so I respect it. Got to find something. Nice play, Chase Young. When he's healthy, our defense is just different. Ooh, that's going to be a potentially big play for Minnesota. We can't get Aaron Jones on the ground. 8 for close to 60 for the veteran tailback. Just crushing us. Halfback draw. We're just not doing a good enough job defending the run. Big 2nd and goal play here could be interesting. Just worry they go up the middle and we can't defend it. But Jalen Ford stacks sheds, makes the tackle. Big 3rd and goal, trusting the team in man coverage. Got to get out to Aaron Jones, but it's back across the field the other way. And Irv Smith is the receiver. He's not. It's Josh Oliver. I swear it said Smith. My first thought was Josh Oliver. And I thought it said Smith. I still think it says Smith there. It looks short. How is Oliver so compressed on his jersey? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about clearly. 14-7. I know Irv Smith hasn't been a Viking for multiple years, a couple years in real life, but this is 2026. You know, maybe he was back. I don't know. Clearly not their starting tight end with Hawkinson. But yeah, Josh Oliver is wearing 84 there now. Anyway, not worried about a backup tight end. I'm worried about our offense. Did not do well enough our last time out, and we're going to get sacked. Okay. 2nd and 24. What can we get back here? How about Chris Olave wide open? It's going to make it 3rd and manageable. All right, we need the mesh to get open here. That looks open enough, but we lose speed over the middle. They're in man coverage, and Booty just doesn't have the speed. Booty might be ass. Shock. I mean, you can't say we waited too long because there's Ivan Pace kind of lurking that we had to wait, and then I guess Elijah Moore becomes the best option. But the ball was already coming out. Man, no fake punts today, as far as I know. We'll see. Defense got to keep going. Throw over the middle, complete to Jefferson. That's decent coverage, but it's Justin Jefferson for you. I'm going to blitz here. It got picked up by Jordan Mason. Good coverage, though. Jalen Ford forcing the incompletion on Smith. No, Josh Oliver. 2nd and 10. This is a big play for us, actually. Get them into 3rd down. Just kidding. More blitzing, maybe. We need Justin Reed back. I feel like he's going to help out our defense. Quick throw against man coverage to Hawk. 9 yards. Read option. Someone get to McCarthy. I mean, we're not even close. That's what the commies were saying back in the 50s. Somebody get to McCarthy. We got to stop him. Pinkos, man. Anyway, it's 21-7. We're getting smashed. All right, we need something more on offense. We just got to run the ball better on early downs. That's a good start. We're not going to score 2 touchdowns before the half, so let's just take our time with this drive. Find a way to move the chains. Get, at minimum, 3, but, I mean, we really need to come away with a touchdown. And then just do better in the second half. That's what it's got to be. That looks open enough. It's Manu Escobar on 1st down, and he gets us another 1st down. We're going to call a timeout. Held Y and didn't get hurry up. I'm like, okay, let's just get a timeout. Get a good play here. We have Chris Olave isolated. We're going to have Kamara maybe over the middle. Might run with Shuck here. Got a little bit of space. We're going to slide after picking up the 1st down, but it's not college. That clock is not going to stop for the ball to get spotted. We got to keep moving here. We're over the middle. 30 seconds. Still 2 timeouts. Maybe a good time for a screen. Could catch him with a blitz. It's knocked down. Wow, what a play. Show me Chris Olave getting open here. It's just not there. How does he cover both? Escobar makes a catch anyway. 16 seconds. Tootin in motion. High point. Wide open. Jawan Johnson. Touchdown Saints. What a drive there from Shuck and the offense. Went up tempo. Took our chances. Made our throws count. A little bit weird, nearly picked to Manu Escobar the previous play. Look at the pass protection from the O-line as well. Didn't exactly face a blitz or anything like that, but they don't protect well against 3 always, so we got to be happy with what we can get. That is the first half. 21-14, Minnesota's up, but this is what we wanted, down 21-7. Just win the next drive. Make the next possession count. We did. Lions and Jets. Ideally, we get a Jet win here. They had a great start to the season, but it's not the start of the season anymore. They are still 9-4, though. Lions crush them. 24-10. Big game for Jared Goff. I mean, not really, I guess, but that 2 touchdowns. Wow. Falcons, Ravens, this is huge. Ravens only 6-6. Let's go, Baltimore. Come on. There's Derrick Henry. You can't stop him. Oh, this Falcons defense is terrible. They just gave up. 13-0 Ravens at the half. That's what we need. Falcons started Michael Penix, and he's playing badly. 3 for 9 for 38 yards. No touchdowns. And Giants beating the Cowboys would be great. I don't think it's going to happen. Giants are 3-9, and Dak Prescott's just going to keep doing what he does. It's a one-hand, overhand catch by Luke Schoonmaker. Cowboys up at the half. Pittsburgh up 14-0 over Tampa, though. But a lot of AFC matchups being shown there. Not a lot of NFC. Chris Olave just 1 catch, but look at Shuck. 6 for 8, 84 yards and a touchdown. We honestly didn't have that many possessions, right? I think just 3 on offense. Maybe 4. No, I think just 3. Couple of punts and a touchdown. I mean, scoring a touchdown on 33% of your drives isn't that bad. I think. I don't actually have the numbers for that. It doesn't sound awful, but it really doesn't sound great. You probably look for a little over 40. You might be happier. So check down to Escobar. Can we get a block there from Booty? We can. They're just showing so much near the box here. Okay, so I click the button for play action, and it's a run. And it's a false start now. I don't know why that happens to me. I swear it only happens to me. Got it back there. There's Booty. Brings up 2nd and 4. Like, am I hitting right trigger or something? Or is my right trigger broken? Where it's super sensitive? And I'm flipping the play or something instead of, nice run from Bishop Tootin. Instead of actually clicking the button I want first. I guess that's a possibility. I'm not sure. Rolling out. Shuck. Gonna have to run here. Shoved out of bounds after 7. Escobar dropped. Placement on the throw you'd think could have been better because it was a yellow throw, but it was right there. Putting this in a place where you can go up and get it and run after the catch, and he just didn't. And now we missed for the running back. Tunnel vision. 4th and 3. Man, I'm going to tell you, I just don't think our defense has been good enough to take 3 and feel good about it here. We're going to leave the offense out of the field. It's only 3 yards. Booty's open. He makes the catch and gets the first. We're going to go back to Escobar, though. This time makes the catch. Escobar goes vertical, but is wrapped up by Josh Metellus. 1st and goal from the 5. A little corner route here from Escobar, maybe. He just can't get out there. And he was the only one I was looking at. I have no idea what the left side of the field looked like. Just trying to make a decision quickly against the blitz. How about a Chris Olave touchdown? So much space. Shuck put it out there. Chris Olave, another touchdown. Double digits for Chris Olave already. He doesn't catch the ball that often for us, shockingly, because nobody does in this team. But when he does, they are first downs and they are touchdowns. He's been an impactful player. And suddenly, we are tied. Needed to go for it and get it there, and we end up converting big with a touchdown. Good drive. Get there. Jalen Ford at least slowed him down. Big TFL there for Ty Hamilton. Jalen Ford, I'd like to think, made it happen. McCarthy getting sacked. Sandwich in the pocket. Tommy Kramer was there. Carl Granderson was there. Vikings with no choice but to punt. Let's go offense. There's Tootin. Nice. Our defense has played really well. It was a tough start, but since playing awfully, we started to make some plays. There's Tootin. I know it's a small sample, but they played well in that last drive. There's Kamara. Good blocks. Kamara with decent speed for the old-timer. Power through, and Kamara goes inside the 10. Good run from AK. Jonathan Adams into the game. Who would have thought? Not him. He was not ready. I told you, we're going to get a nice rotation of running backs in there, but that was just not a great run. 3rd and goal. Oh, we're going to get sacked. I mean, shuck. I get you need to account for the free rusher as the quarterback off the edge there. That's a quarterback sack, a sack on the quarterback. Obviously, it's a quarterback sack, but it's not the O-line's fault there. But the coverage was so good down the field, even though it wasn't that down the field, there was simply nowhere to go with the ball. Sometimes the sack is just the best result, and that sucks. But settling for 3 is way better than a potential interception. It's good defense. McCarthy going down, which is what happened, actually. Couldn't keep that council going on forever. Ooh, bad timing there with McCarthy. Let's go, Deontay. I mean, you got decent speed, but hard to do much there. Yeah, the House Un-American Activities Committee. These are not very topical references, but you know what? I don't hear it enough with McCarthy. I guess he's really not played the NFL, so there haven't been that many opportunities. He had, what, a game or two? Anyway, 4th quarter, we're trying to take time off the clock. We're trying to keep scoring, though. And there is another catch by Kayshon Boutte. He's been very active today. We see DeAndre Hopkins at the start of every home game now at midfield, but he's not really playing very much. And I don't really care. This is not going anywhere. The pitch might just be a bad run play. Tell me I won't take a shot to Olave here. No, I won't. Elijah Moore is open. I'll tell you, I used to really push the ball down the field. I just maybe don't think we can do that as much with Tyler Shuck. I don't really feel like we have the quarterback or the receivers in a lot of cases. I love a good check down nowadays. Veteran quarterback. God. Can't miss that. No pun. Ooh, I don't know if I love this man look, but we're going to figure it out. Aaron Jones in motion. We're running with it, but he stays in. It looks like a screen. Nothing doing. McCarthy taking a shot downfield. Kool-Aid on Addison. Jordan Addison makes the catch. Great ball skills as always from Kool-Aid McKinstry. We don't really see a lot of deep shots. McCarthy under pressure. He's going to throw and throw it away. Okay, nobody was open, but again, not really on the same page with the receivers. And that's the second time that he's had an open receiver, and the receiver didn't really know the ball was coming. That'll work for me. McCarthy to the flat. Not much, and surely they'll just try to tie. And they will. 24-24, 4:30 to play. Big drive for the offense here. Need points. 3rd and 4. It's a big play. Stepping up. Shuck. Tackled by AVG from behind, but he's got the first. And, of course, we've got an injury. It's Taliese Fuaga at right tackle. And that stops the clock. That's doing us no favors. And now we have a backup in, as the Vikings' run D is really stepping up. Bruised ribs. We're going to keep him out there. We need him. Run up the middle. Kamara. 3rd and 4. We're going to take this down to the 2-minute warning. And, I mean, I'm thinking this is 4-down territory. So do we run the ball here on 3rd and 4? I don't know. I think so. Here's the run. Kamara, lower the shoulder. You better get there. And he did. And you wonder, do the Vikings start calling timeouts? We are not in field goal range yet. It's 2nd and 12. We're inside a minute. I just don't want to give them any time to score if we don't get this. Is it crazy to keep it on the ground here? We're going to. There's Tootin. Tootin's got speed. He just can't get the block from Escobar. 3rd and 3. We're actually going to get a timeout here. I think a screen is stupid. See, this is where I want to run. And I'm actually going to call my own play, which is some type of run. I'm down with a stretch here, but I think maybe something just straight inside would be a little bit better. We're going to bring Juwan Johnson in motion. He's into the backfield. He's a good extra blocker, and Kamara's wide open. First down, Kamara. Clock is still ticking. We're going to get a timeout. 9 seconds on the clock. The Vikings are going to have to play for a timeout and play to ice us, because this is the final play of regulation one way or another. It's a 46-yard Josh Carty field goal. We will be iced for it. For the win, it's going to be Josh Carty. I need you. These are always tough. You can't see where the arrow goes. You just kind of have to know. Slightly to the right from 46. Carty for the win. Here's the kick. It is up, and it is good. Josh Carty to win it as the clock hits triple zeros. Big win to keep our season alive. Vikings drop to 6-7? 6-7, I mean. Saints, 7-6. Big win for Shuck and the Saints. Good comeback. Escobar with an upgrade here. We got to get deep route running better. It's got to be the one. He's going to play up to an 83 overall as a rookie, which is quite nice. +4 release I could see being extremely valuable. Okay, like to see that. Don't know what his release is up to, unless I'm completely missing it. But that's could be better. I don't know how often he's going to get pressed at the line, but hey, we'll take that. That's a huge win. Last time we faced Bijan Robinson and the Falcons, it didn't go that well. Bijan rushed for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. And also caught the ball pretty well. Darnell Mooney had a big game. We need to win this one. This game is for the division. We would jump from the 9 seed out of the playoffs to the 4 seed in the playoffs. That's, well, provided every single thing stays the same, as Alvin Kamara leads the NFL in rush yards. Cesar Ruiz not going to play today. And Brian Brzee. So we have 2 big players on the interior of our line on both sides of the ball. Not going to be playing today. In a big must-win game. Falcons missing David, I think he pronounces it like Onyemata, but that sounds crazy to me. I don't know. And then Ted Karras, if he's starting at center, is not going to play. Need that deep accuracy for Tyler Shuck to improve. It's got to be better. Throw power getting even better would be nice also. Get +1 to throw accuracy deep. All right. And then Deontay Boyd is slowly but surely getting better. Just got to keep it up. He's going to go up to a 75 overall, upgrading his zone coverage. We'll take the +2. He's getting closer to seeing actual defensive snaps. This is the biggest game of the year. 2 7-6 teams fighting for the division. We're in these old school Saints uniforms like Earl Campbell Saints, which is not really a good era of Saints football, if I'm honest. But we're going to win in them anyway. Falcons coming to town. These ugly uniforms. We might actually have them beat today. I don't know. Michael Penix was awful last week. We saw the numbers. What will he have this week? Well, we might not need anything. But if we can actually make tackles on Bijan, we have a chance. If we can just force the Falcons to pass, get them into 2nd and 3rd and long, just win the early downs against Robinson, we're going to have a shot. That's another huge tackle in space. Like, we know they're not running on 3rd and 6. No chance. Can we defend the pass? Penix going to look to run. Big hit, Stutzman! Penix wears it. First down, Falcons. No! Bijan somehow sneaks through. Picks up more than 10. We had him wrapped up dead to rights. There were Falcons everywhere. There were Saints everywhere. Somehow he sneaks through and picks up a big gain for this offense. Pennick's going to look to run here. We got to send somebody after him, and we do! Stutzman got to him first. 2nd and 19 after the sack. Not with Pete Warner on the field, but we do have a little bit of a Red River rivalry thing going at linebacker. Jalen Ford, of course, from Texas. Danny Stutzman, the Oklahoma Sooner. And I've talked about that before, but it's relevant. You know why? Because Texas and Oklahoma are squaring off in the Red River rivalry. And down goes Penix again. Kool-Aid McKinstry. Here comes Chuck. 17 touchdowns to only 6 interceptions. Yeah, he's only completing 57% of his passes. He got 1,800 yards passing. But limiting turnovers is how we're going to win games. And we've won 7 of them. I mean, we're playing fairly well, right? It's tough to win in the NFL. 7-6, you know, could be worse. We're right there for a playoff spot. We could win the division with a win today, essentially. So I think he's played well, and we've had good results. There's Tootin. Nice change of direction for Tootin. I love the speed he brings to the offense. Great change of pace with Kamara. And there is Kamara. Gets a block from Olave. Alvin Kamara's got to beat A.J. Terrell. But Terrell saves the touchdown. 40-plus yards from Kamara, though. And we are setting the tone today. Defense came out swinging, and our offense is big play after big play. 2nd and 6. Tootin! Back shoulder touchdown, Bashal Tootin. Got a little bit scary in there, but hey, it worked, right? We'll take it. Bashal Tootin with a really nice drive for us. We went out, we traded for him, and now he's making us look smart with a couple of big plays on this drive. We take the lead here at home. Oh, okay, this is an insanely weird play. I don't even know what to say about that. Penix, oh, what a gunslinger type throw. Hits Drake London for the score. Wow. That was something. All right. I mean, steps up, plants his feet, flat-footed from his hip, finds a wide open Drake London. Great work from our secondary as always. 2nd and 6. It's check down city. Kayshon Boutte is the check down king. This guy's our leading receiver here lately. Chris Olave, one-on-one, shot down the field. It's not close. 3rd and 7. This is why we don't take deep shots, man. We just get ourselves in bad spots. 4th and 2 from the 46. We're going to line up to go for it. We're going to see what they line up in defensively. Do I really fear this defensive line? I do not. We're snapping the football. Great tackle. We played aggressively, and it did not pay off. Run to the outside. Jalen Ford can't bring down the former teammate. Bijan Robinson. Got to be careful. Run to Bijan Robinson. Chase Young can't chase him down. Jalen Ford does, carefully. Oh, multiple broken tackles from Robinson. All right, we might have to hit him a little bit harder. Sacked! Penix goes down again. Chase Young brings him down. Penix sacked for a 3rd time. Kick is good, though. Falcons take the lead. Younghoe Koo still doing it for Atlanta. There are the numbers. Alvin Kamara currently just ahead of Christian McCaffrey in rushing yards this season. Kamara trying to take home the crown. But I don't know. They really set the tone with that last big stop. Just going to throw it away. And it looks like a lot in the box, right? Which, why would they be spread out? We have one receiver in. And Kamara just can't find the space. Oh, we're going to get sacked again. I kind of thought that was going to get picked up. It wasn't. Is that Samuel Womack? All right, disaster possession for us. That was really bad. 2nd and 9. We're going man coverage. Pitts out wide. Quick throw to him. Gets a few back. That's just, yeah, someone was going to sit down and be open. It happened to be Drake London. Justin Reed, one-on-one with Robinson. Looked like Steve Atwater versus Christian Okoye. Go look that one up. Ooh, this one looked like it was going the wrong way. Good tackle in space. Penix goes down again. Who but Chase Young to chase him down. Chase is a different beast. And I've talked about it, and he's been such a big force for us. And he's going to force a punt. 2-minute drill for the offense. Let's go. And they actually punt before the 2-minute warning. That's so kind of them. But they also pinned us inside the 10. Why is Isaiah Foskey in at running back? I call a screen. I can't do that now. Why is Isaiah Foskey in the backfield? What could the reason be? Jesus. Quick throw to Kamara. It's not accurate. It's picked off the tip. I'm getting screwed by the game. Caden Ellis. Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? I mean, there's no way, dude. There's no way. Pick 6, Caden Ellis. Falcons extend their lead. 2nd and 11. Maybe I'm just making bad decisions here. It's man coverage. I thought we'd be able to get the box out with Escobar. Didn't really get exactly what I wanted. We're throwing that up the seam. Escobar cannot make the catch. The Falcons were in safe man. Really worried about the fake punt there. They've been watching their film, I guess. They've seen it a couple times for most of this year. Maybe once, but we've tried it. We've tried it a couple times, actually. No, that is right. Sacked again! Young with his 3rd. We're not going to call a timeout right now. We're down 17-7. That's okay. If we get a stop here, maybe we'd consider it. Play action. Good coverage. Penix with the throwaway. We could get the football back with about 10 seconds. It's not a lot, but it may be enough to get into field goal range. Run to the outside. Bijan, nowhere to go. Timeout. All right, Deontay Boyd, big return here. Big return. You got to outrun him. 8 seconds. Got to the 40. We can go over the middle here. Or at least it's possible. I don't know what the success is going to look like. Timeout. 4 seconds. Quick throw to the outside. Oh, geez. Okay. Shot toward the end zone. Olave one-on-one cannot make the catch. And that's the half. 3rd quarter. No halftime show. Just focus on the game at hand. And that is Saints Falcons. Got to run the ball better in the second half. Well, it's 3rd and 5. You've seen this approach from us on 3rd down a lot. We're going to Olave. Olave makes the catch. Needed it. Quick throw, Elijah Moore. We missed it. That's why I don't do the bullet passes very often. The longer you hold down that button with Tyler Shuck, the more likely that pass is to go inaccurate. 3rd and 10. Throwing for Olave. He can't catch it. I mean, we'll punt. I needed more. I don't know. I didn't think it was that. Got right out of position. Bijan Robinson touchdown. That looked like an inside job. I just kind of thought it was play action. Honestly. It's just awful. I mean, I guess it was a little bit of a... I mean, Drake London was the eye candy. Followed him. And then, I mean, Kool-Aid McKinstry, worst angle of all time. Should be used to that at this point. Like, you got to just turn up the field there and try to cut him off. Why are you running at the backfield? Tootin, there's nowhere to go. What can we do here? Something better. They're playing man, and we just can't beat it. I need Olave to win down the field. Jesse Bates is going to shade over that way. I don't care. We're going to throw it anyway, or we're not because we're sacked. 3rd and 21. Screen felt like the best thing to do. It makes so we can punt a little bit closer to their end zone, I guess. It's not that good. Bijan trying to bounce outside. What a tackle. 3rd and 6. He's got 13 for 125, but I feel like we've contained him better than the numbers would suggest. It's just the one brain-dead play. And, I mean, that, who knows if it'll even be the difference in the game. Down 24-7. Our offense has looked terrible, and our defense hasn't done enough. Shot down the field. Double coverage. Doesn't matter. Our safeties, Jonas Sanker, Justin Reed got beat. 2-2 Atwell. He can't be the guy that's beating us. I mean, we need more speed in the secondary. 2-2 Atwell just ran by our safeties. They're stopping us. Every first down run is completely contained at this point in the game. Like, Kamara's numbers might look better, but remember, we've run the ball with Tootin as well, and he's been shut down at times. One-on-one for Olave. I didn't really want to do it. Did he not hit early? Where's pass interference? There's Kamara. Just can't get by him. It's Shuck sacked. We're going to keep the offense out there. We're down 31-7. It's just man coverage every play, and we don't have an answer. Here's 4th and 9. That might be it. Penix looking to run. We contained it, but he broke the tackle. Kind of. Play action. Penix going down. Jalen Ford hit him first. Ty Hamilton finished the job. Down goes Penix again. If you told me we would have like 6 or 7 sacks on Michael Penix and lose this game by 1 billion, it would be hard to imagine how that would happen. But here it is. We can't score. Tyler Shuck is going to get the rest of the day off. He's been hit. He also really is not playing well. And when you look at our passing game, and Shuck is 9 of 22 for 59 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. He hasn't had the most help in the world, but we're not going to win this game. It doesn't really make sense to keep him out there. So we're going to get another look out there, and it's not much better, to be honest. And that's a drop by Escobar. Does anyone want to have any chance to extend the season? Are we tired of playing football? Is that what's going on here? Jalen Walker in pursuit. James Pierce in pursuit. We lose 24 yards. That's going to be a touchdown. Or is it? No, it's not. We're containing Bijan now. What a defensive stop there. Play action. Penix to run. He gets 9. And Bijan, touchdown. Yeah. What do you want me to say at this point? This one went badly. That's going to be picked. Stared that down. That's the game. Samuel Womack again. Making a big play. This was an embarrassing loss. Falcons stay atop the division. We dropped to 7-7. This was a frustrating one. I feel like we could never really find our footing here. Couldn't run the ball successfully. I know it looks like we can in the end. 7 for 80. Tootin went 6 for 18. He came in and we just couldn't run the ball. Kamara, first down running was not good. We probably should have tried it more, but you go down by so much, you try to get it back, and we just could not. And then 2 drops from Escobar. Defensively, we played great. Ish. But not really well enough. This was a game. We got to bounce back from the 41-7 loss. That's just not a good game. We could still make the playoffs. Could still do it. Could still even win the division, really. We have 3 games left. Carolina, Kansas City, Tampa Bay. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.